Alright, what's up guys? We back with a little more Street Fighter V beta gameplay and a little bit more gameplay from Rashid, and I had a lot of fun playing. Here I wanted to do like a tick grab, a tick throw. I don't know if I'm technically doing it right. I think you have to do like a short and then do the grab, but you know, that's what it that move kind of gives me space, and then I can grab at the end. And then you know, I also like popping this V trigger and hiding behind that tornado, and then just, you know, getting the chip damage. But that was 3, you know, dive kicks that he took just because the tornado was up, and I mean that's like 50% just off of 3 kicks. So that's one thing I like about the Street Fighter, is that it just seems like the barrier of entry is not as high as before. Like the learning curve is not as steep. I picked up Street Fighter 4, and just for comparison, I could not do combos like I can in Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 4 felt like each combo you had to do a manual, and everything was timing based. I could not cancel my normals into another normal. In Street Fighter 5, you will have no problem canceling normals into other normals, into specials, and then linking it with the V trigger. So this one for me was a little more combo centric for a beginner like myself, the average gamer. So if you guys are if you like this game based upon the Street Fighter 4 kind of like mechanics, I wouldn't base it on that. This one feels totally different. Even though I'm not able to get in and just get crazy wins, you know, the specials was easy to do like this one, and that's it. A guy that's ranked, you know, way higher than me, you know, can lose. So I had a pretty good time with this one. Everything felt balanced. You know, even if you can do all those crazy combos, you really have to defend, and you know, because normals can take a lot of damage, as you can see. So yeah, here's another match where I'm fighting Birdie, and I don't know, I didn't have too many problems against Birdie. I just hadn't came up against a good one. And see there, that's his medium, you know, forward medium, and it kind of gives you room, you know, to grab at the end of that. But all they have to do is any type of short, and they will break out of that. And I need to really learn some more combos with Rashid, because he definitely can chain together some huge combos. So here, yeah, I got the V trigger again, and even though it gets blocked, you know, people really don't know what to do once you pop it, and then, you know, you do his dive kick. I have gotten destroyed using that, because all somebody really has to do is be patient, block, and then punish. So, you know, it'll be a cat and mouse game that I end up, you know, getting better at. So in this second match, you see, I'm getting punished every time I do a move. He blocks it, and then yeah, he goes in for that max punish. So, but even here, like whenever he blocks that, I mean, he's taking some major chip damage, more so than normal with that dive kick. So I kind of, you know, use that V trigger just to get the chip damage, and you know, it'll at least equal out to like 1 hit. And I don't know when they'll be doing a third beta. I think it was something that I just heard Max mention on one of the Dhalism videos. He just said, you know, beta 3. So I would, if you haven't gotten Street Fighter, I definitely would pick it up and just, you know, get the beta client, because I'm pretty sure between now and February the 16th, you know, they'll have another beta, especially for the new characters, potentially. And another thing about this Street Fighter, it really seems like it had a not as a steep learning curve as previous Street Fighters, where I got in and I just did not know anything whatsoever. I wasn't competitive at all, wouldn't ever win a match. Here I like catch this guy not blocking, you know, because he wants to use his V trigger, and you just can't get hit with that dive kick. It takes a little too much. And I'm still learning the combos. Like right here, I try to do a jump in and do the combo, but I just didn't link it, you know. But you know, that's just one thing I just gotta practice on. So, and again, once you pop that V trigger, you can just take the chip damage, and you know, a lot of people just like freak out. You can't dial for chip damage. That's another nuance. But coming up, man, we got ESL top 8. This is season 2, the first round. So that'll be coming up later today. I'll be back to the old normal. So if you want to see those videos, you know, come back later on today. And if you want any beats for your site, your YouTube, just hit me up. Tell me that you follow and subscribe, and I'll actually send you a free beat. But I'm excited about Street Fighter 5 coming out. It's gonna be a great game, especially if you like Mortal Kombat. Even though it's Street Fighter, I think you'll like this one. But see you in the next video.